Hey guys, today I'm bringing you a commentary of a free-for-all battle that I did on stream a couple of days ago. I'm going to be doing a lot of free-for-all and other kinds of Rome Total War live streams in the future. So if you want to be in my battles, then you're going to want to look out for those. And also you're going to want to join my Discord server. I'm going to be in the voice channel when I do my live streams, so any of you guys could just drop by and give me a piece of your mind while I'm on stream. So in this battle, I'm commanding the forces of Macedon. I've got 5 Royal Pikemen. I've got 6 Companion Cavalry, gold. My Royals, I think, are gold defense. And I've got 4 units of Archers, gold. My opponent, Fessenjohn 81, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 urbans and 6 Praetorian Cavalry. And I believe that his upgrades are practically non-existent. A couple of these urbans have upgrades, but yeah, he's basically sacrificed his upgrades at the expense of having like tons and tons of elite units here. So let's look at the other side of the battle. We've got the forces of Numidia, commanded by Varus. This guy is like one of the OGs of Rome Total War. This guy was around in like 2008, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got Punisher here, who is definitely not one of the OGs. He's like the youngest player in the game, and he's a relative newcomer. He's commanding Carthage. It looks like Varus has an army of mainly long shields, desert infantry, and archers, and I think he's got an artillery piece here as well, an onager. And Punisher's got sacred band, slingers, an elephant, and some more sacred band. Anyway, I'm gonna be focusing on this theater of the battle at the start because this is where it kicks off fastest. So Fessen is pushing up the middle. I'm basically allowing him to do this. I'm sort of like baiting him to push the middle because I want to attack these urbans that he's left sort of isolated. Plus, I'm happy for him to run his entire army while I don't run my entire army because that fatigues him. So what I'm going to do here is a slice charge. That's when I target the second unit in the line, and they're just going to charge straight through this first urban here. So you're going to see that urban absolutely gets fucking decimated. He's chasing my general with some of his Praetorian Cav, but in a moment I'm going to turn around and tie down all of these Praetorian Cav, and then I'm going to run my pikes in there and stab them in the butt. So you can see, yeah, he's got one of his urbans absolutely wrecked from that slice charge. Here I am lowering my spears into his cavalry, and one of his Praetorians actually routes. They'll actually lose to my companions because they don't have good upgrades. And I'm coming in with my other companion to like seal the deal here. Now they can't escape. So I've routed 3 of his Praetorian cavalry. And here I should have ran my pikes away instead of like taking on all of these urbans because I'm just gonna get absolutely shredded by Pila before I even get into melee here. It's just way too many urbans, and I think one of my pikes actually just routes on the spot. So that was bad. He's chasing down some of my archers, but that's okay. Archers are cheap. And yeah, this pike is in a pretty tough situation. He could probably kill it if he encircled it or hit it in the back with some cav, but he hasn't done that yet. So he runs away here, and if you notice, I have him completely surrounded by cavalry units at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these cavalry units and target this unit right here, which is going to slice through these units right here. I'm going to take these cavalry, target here, I'm going to slice through here. Take these cavalry, target like here or something, or maybe here, slice through these units here. And you're going to see that this companion charge with gold companions is going to be very devastating to these no upgrades urbans. And they're actually not even going to have a chance to throw a lot of Pila because cavalry engages so fast. So here I go, charging in. And you can tell that I'm getting my charges because they're going to change from marching mode to charge mode. So if you ever attempt this charge through stuff and they don't go into charge mode on your little tooltip here, that's how you know your charge through failed. So you've got to pull out your cavalry and try again. But you can see that they enter charge mode at the last second.
The enemy general flees.
So I immediately rout his general, and then I'm going to run my royal pikemen into the back here and stab his urbans. So you can see some of his urbans have started to break.
Great God be praised! The enemy general is killed! Fear makes a home in our enemy's hearts!
And now it's just a matter of like fighting his remaining Praetorian cavalry with my companions. I can just take this fight head on because my companions are actually better with gold. So I basically obliterated Fessenjon, and I'm going to chase down all of his routing units because it is scored resolution. Let's look over here and see what's going on. It looks like Punisher has been able to take out a few of Varus's spear units, but he's not chasing them down, so they're actually going to probably come back. And it looks like Varus has taken out some of Punisher's slingers and cavalry. So this is overall very good for Varus, because the slingers and cavalry are definitely worth a lot more than some shitty cheap spears. I forgot to mention Varus also has a war elephant unit. I'm going to triple while they sort of do a little staring contest here. You can see Varus is raining in some arrows. Punisher is like kind of running laterally in the wrong direction. Like if you're going to run laterally, you should run in the opposite direction, because he's turning his unshielded flank to arrow fire right now, which is really not good. He probably should have aligned himself so that he could run directly forward when he pushes, because he's going to take more losses like this. In the meantime, I'm going to try to rest up and then push this way so that I can get a piece of the action before one of these guys wins. Because again, it's scored. If I don't get the most kills, I'm not going to win, even if I'm the last man standing. So all of these Sacred Band are going to plow into these Desert Infantry, and the Desert Infantry don't stand a chance because Sacred Band are elite, and these Desert Infantry are like pretty shit tier. But I don't think Varus cares that much, because his game plan is to wear out Carthage with his archer superiority and cavalry numbers. He's definitely doing a sort of skirmishy approach to this game. You can see that Punisher's Sacred Band units are already tired. Here I am. I'm trying to run my cavalry over, but it's such a big distance to go across this whole map. Punisher's running forward, but if I were him, I would probably just stand still in front of this archer fire and force Varus to have to flank and find angles, because the more he runs, the more exhausted these Sacred Band units get, and the easier it'll be for Varus to pick them off later. He should have probably just tried to face the archer fire and rest up his hoplites rather than just running around like a chicken with its head cut off. At the same time, though, he has killed all of Varus's infantry, so at the moment Varus can't oppose the might of Carthage, but he won't have to wait long before Carthage gets weakened by arrows. And he's going in with these elephants, and Punisher's not getting his spears down, so yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, when you're facing elephants, you definitely want to get into phalanx, because yeah, outside of phalanx, you're going to get absolutely ragdolled. And then he's going to hit in the back with these long shields. But Punisher actually turns around and he's able to repulse the long shield cavalry. They're just a medium cav unit, so they can't really kill heavy infantry like this. But we're getting a second charge of the elephants, and Punisher doesn't turn around, so yeah. But again, this is a frontal cavalry charge with like some pretty mid cav against elite infantry, so elite spear infantry at that, so they're getting shredded. But Punisher still got his elephant left. I'm not sure why Varus hasn't tried to flame it yet, but I guess it's not really a threat to any of Varus's units, because they can pretty much all just like run away from it. And I'm slowly but surely getting closer. I didn't want to run all the way over here, because if I ran, then I would get extremely fatigued. But I finally got my cavalry sort of close by. I kind of didn't want to ruin this for Varus, because he's doing such a good job winning with Numidia against Carthage. Well, maybe such a good job is maybe that's too strong of praise, but he's doing a pretty decent job. Yeah, and Punisher, I don't really rate what he's doing right now. He's just kind of like running in different directions, but like he's just exposing his rear to archer fire. So Punisher clearly doesn't know what to do at all against this sort of skirmishy army. gonna triple speed a little bit. So you can see I've positioned myself to capitalize on the conflict of Numidia and Carthage. And Carthage is pretty much a non-factor at this point. They've gotten so depleted. So I'm organizing my forces to strike at Numidia. All these archers are very tired, so if I can get there soon enough, then I should be able to catch them pretty easily, because my pikes aren't actually that fatigued. And Varus was actually able to reclaim this onager unit with his, little tiny man here. I guess he abandoned it and then came back to it, which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, now he's firing artillery at Carthage. He really should be firing at me because at this point I'm the much bigger threat to him than Carthage. He's going to try to strike at my archers with his long shield here, but I'm going to push it away with some companions, and I'm going to try to shoot it on its way out with my archers. My archers are exhausted, so it's actually going to be pretty easy for him to catch these archers. But I'm not going to let him do too much damage because I've got my cav here. And even though my cav is depleted, they're so high quality compared to these long shields that I'm pretty confident in chasing them off. And so now I'm making a push with my pikemen. This war elephant went amok. I'm not sure. It must have been the artillery that got it, which is kind of funny. I'm flaming Varus's elephant, so hopefully it goes amok sometime soon as well. And now Punisher is pushing at the same time as me, so Varus is like caught in a vice here between two armies. And I feel like my army at this point is so strong that I want to kill both of them. Like I don't want them to fight each other. I feel like I can take out both armies. So I'm getting into these archers with my fresh companions. They're like very tired archers, or exhausted archers, so they're getting absolutely slaughtered. And a Punisher is going to attack my... Well, actually, I kind of like blunder this Royal Pikeman into these Sacred Bands, and then I have to make a hasty retreat here. In the meantime, Varus has been giving Carthage the business with his long shields. I'm just about taking out the last of Varus's archers. I could charge in with my companions potentially, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm spearing some of these long shield cavalry because they got a little too close to my pikes. And now Varus is going to go back in with his war elephant. And I think it's at this point that I take the opportunity to charge in with my companion cavalry because I know that these Sacred Bands are going to be disorganized. So you can see it's some pretty epic carnage here.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave. The gods be praised.
And so at this point, most of the enemies are pretty much taken care of, so it's just a matter of fighting the remaining long shields.
The enemy show their true virtue. They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Alright, so I think I try to wait for the units to go off the field because it was scored resolution, but at a certain point I just get tired of that and I exit the game because I'm the only one who would stand to benefit from the game going on because I'm the only one who can kill any of these routing stragglers. But I was already pretty confident that I won the game at this point, so when you exit in a scored resolution game, it just awards the victory to whoever was ahead. So it doesn't actually affect the outcome of the battle that I exited a bit early here. So it looks like actually because I exited the game, it ruined the results screen, but I won. I had the most points. I also had the most men remaining. Not that it matters, but yeah. Anyway, won the game. So yeah, that's about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.